Alright, what do you know? 11 and 1, that's 2 pounds of weight loss last week, pretty much where my target was. I've got to tell you though, it is getting really, really boring. I don't know how many times I can eat another bowl of tuna and green beans, but the destination is the journey, as they say. You got to do it, otherwise, you're not going to get the results, and the results at the end of it are worth every bit of the sacrifice being made. All you got to do is stay consistent. So what have I been doing this last week? Well, pretty much the same as I did the week before. Keeping my cardio nice and consistent, doing my sprint intervals on the Thursday, and making sure I hit my whole body with weights once a week. Nothing really more to update there. Diet-wise, like I said, keeping my protein nice and high. As I said in the previous videos, I'm just reiterating all of these things that I'm doing because the method doesn't really change. You do have to reassess as you start to lose weight. Obviously, your metabolic rate will change gradually week to week. But the basic principles remain the same, and all that will be available in the write-up that I do of this whole thing after week number 12. So we're 5 weeks in. This is video number 6 at the end of week 5. I mean, 5 weeks isn't really a great amount of time, but we've done over a stone now, so, I mean, what's that, 15, 16 pounds, according to the scales there, so I'm happy. Let me just show you the next exercise in the series of exercises I've been doing every single week. So by the end of week 10, you should have basically a 10 exercise program, 10 exercises, 10 reps, that's 100 reps. By the end of month 3, you're going to repeat that 3 times. That's a 300 rep workout. Not the 300 rep workout, but something very similar. So the next one in my series of exercises is basic abdominal crunch, working the upper abdominals. So I'm going to lie myself down on the floor now. With this one, make sure you keep your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. It's a nice basic version. A great way to determine how high you need to go when you're doing the exercise is basically place your hands on your thighs, and a really good way to gauge the distance is stop when your fingertips just past the top of the knees. So on the way up, breathe out, reach the fingertips over the top of the knees, and back down again. You don't need to come all the way up into a full sit-up. That's not going to be as effective for abdominals. It's all about keeping that tension through the midsection while you're doing the exercise. So breathe in, hands on the thighs, breathe out. Reach up, fingertips over the top of the knees, and back down again. If you're slightly more advanced than that, you can lift the feet off the floor. The difficulty level here can be adjusted by keeping your knees in, which is quite easy, or pushing your knees further away, which would create more lower abdominal tension, which is a slightly more difficult version. You can still place your hands on the thighs and come up until your fingertips reach the top of the knees. That's a great way to gauge the distance. So I'm basically going to say goodbye now. Thanks for tuning in again. I do appreciate everybody watching every single week. I mean, it is pretty much the motivation that keeps me going. If you guys weren't there watching, then I probably would just fall off the wagon and get myself a calorie or something. So thanks for coming along. I'll see you again next week. All's looking well, 2 pounds a week. And next week, same again.